Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to go over the AM Silver Bullet on Wednesday, July 10th. Okay, so the first thing we did, we actually had news at 10 o'clock. So I usually put a vertical line, high impact news when I'm live trading. Actually, I do that when I'm up, when I'm coming up to it, and then I remove it after it's over because I want to see the candle do that. But you see this, we had high impact news, and look, it was so lackluster, it was disappointing. Okay, so just wanted to show you that we had high impact news that day. Now that's over. There you go. High impact news is gone. Okay, so the first thing when we turn on the Silver Bullet Pro, we see that we are inside the kill zone. London low over here to take out still. And we just took out previous day high. So let's go back in here and make this all bigger again. Okay, that way it should be bigger so you can see it. All right, so let's go candle by candle. Let's see what we're doing here. I'd like to see us take out a kill zone, high or low. Right now we're closer to the high, so I'd like to see us take out the high. 4-minute SMT. Give me a breaker block or inversion for value gap. Take a trade and aim for the opposite end. If it comes down here, again, I would want to do the same thing. Take out a low, form SMT, and go higher. Those are the two scenarios that I want to see right now. That's what I'm looking for. And again, I can't tell the market to do what I want. I just got to see what it gives me. So I'm going to guess it's going for that kill zone high taken right there. Let's see if it gives us anything to work with here. Is there SMT? I'm looking at my other chart to see if there's SMT. All right, right there is SMT with YM. So don't mind that. My breaker would be this one right here. My breaker block. Actually, be both of these would be the breaker block. So I need to get through that. Okay. Right there we have SMT with ES. Now, would I just take it with ES? I would. Because sometimes I've noticed that you can need to have a swing. So one lower on each side and a swing. So this candle could be there and it would be all within 5 minutes. You could, well, actually it needs 6 minutes at least to be able to have a swing, to have that. Prefer a bigger SMT, wider, to take it, like maybe a 15-minute SMT, which is why we have YM here, which is great. It kind of helps it. I prefer longer, but I will just take it. If YM wasn't here, I would, if it came down, broke through this breaker, I would take that, use that as my SMT. I get asked that before, so I want to clarify. Just prefer a bigger SMT. So, all right, I need to close below this low here so I can have a. Now you could have taken it off this inversion. I prefer a breaker, so this is a missed opportunity that I didn't take live, so I didn't take it here. Inversion fair value gap with this fair value gap right here. Let me mark that out so you see that. Right here is a fair value gap. Okay, so I want to see the breaker. So this is what I was looking for, this breaker block. Let's go right here to, and actually goes to here. Okay, that's my breaker. So anything that comes in here, I will take a trade. All right, so we're going to sell one there. Let's move this over. Let's put our position on. Now, you can go 13. I'm going to go right up here to 18, which covers all of these. So go right here. And then I'm using my TP targets. Let's go like this. TP target right down here. New York Midnight Open, basically, is what I'm aiming for. It's a 60-point move. All right, let's see how it reacts. Like that. Liking that good so far. Not a huge fan. Not a huge fan. Could enter again. It's holding. Last chance to enter. It's holding again. This fair value gap's holding along with the breaker block. Not even the wicks. Not even touching the consequent encroachment of the breaker block. So could enter again. I'm not going to. Now we have equal lows right here. So when we get past these with a clear break, I'll move my stop closer to break even. It's not quite 60%, not even close, so I might just move my stop down here just to lower my risk. But my stop here is up here, so on Tradingview, so to just clear it. So we'll just minimize our risk, put it half there. I won't want to go break even until I'm at 60%. So I just minimize my risk. So now my risk is, cut in half. If it wants to come back up and take me out. Oh, I like that as a big wick. Didn't like that much. Let's see. Let's see if you can see this more still. Fair value gap's holding right now. This fair value gap held this one. This inversion held as well. So I technically should be able to move my stop to this inversion right here. If you hear the dog in the background, I'm sorry about that. I apologize for that. So this is an inversion right now, covered by a fair value gap that held this one, right? This fair value gap right now is currently holding these ones right here, okay? They're not closing above. Wicks do the damage. They can go back through, but the body's telling the story. So I want to see this move down like that would be great. So that's why I moved my stop to where I moved it. Take out the kill zone low here. Don't like how this one was violated right here. If I don't see a quick close below, then I'm definitely moving my stop probably to here because I think I'm getting taken out. So I want to see what the next candle does. Yeah, okay, I'm leaving it. But if this candle would have closed, just been like close up into this fair value gap, I'd have moved my stop right here, and I'll move it right here anyway, because there's 3 PD rays, so I'll move it right there now. But I would have moved it down. Should have moved it down anyway because of 3 PD rays, so took unneeded risk. There's 3 PD rays. Move this down. Okay, done. Let's see how. Okay. All right. Oops, right there. Okay, so let's recap here. We came to the silver bullet hour, and we're in the middle of the New York kill zone high and low, right? More towards the high side. So we were expecting high side to be taken, give us SMT, which we found, give us a breaker block, which we had, traded through it. We came back up to the breaker block. We took our trade. We were aiming for the New York kill zone low, but then we had New York midnight open right below it, so we're just aiming for the New York midnight open. That's what we got. It's 60. The reason it's not right at the New York Midnight Open is because my OCD, I want to have a full number. So that's where we took our trade, and it went through down, created equal lows, high, and came back up, but the fair value gap and the breaker block held, like it never came into the consequent encroachment of that. So it just came up here, gave you more opportunities to get in, and then it went down. And once it traded back through here, I lowered my risk to half, and then we start seeing the SIBI's holding price, right? At this one right here, this SIBI was violated, and I should have had my stop right here based on the 3 PD rate rule, fair value gap, fair value gap, fair value gap. And I said then that if this traded up into this fair value gap here, I would have moved my stop here, which I should have already had. But it didn't. So then I moved it down here anyway because of the 3 PDR rule. And then this one moved it down again. And then we finally hit our TP. Okay, so that is your AM Silver Bullet for Wednesday, July 10th using the Kraken suite of indicators that you can get at ictkraken.com.